In the quiet corners of our world, there are individuals who move with an almost imperceptible grace. They don't shout their presence, they don't need to. These are the people whose minds operate like finely tuned instruments, cutting through complexity as effortlessly as a blade through still water. Mental superiority isn't always about being the smartest in the room. It's about seeing what others miss, anticipating moves before they're made, and shaping outcomes without ever raising a voice. You've encountered them. The colleague who seems to know exactly how to navigate office politics, leaving no enemies but gaining all the advantages. The friend who can diffuse arguments with a single phrase, turning tension into calm without anyone realizing how it happened. Or perhaps the leader who inspires loyalty not through charisma alone, but through an uncanny ability to foresee challenges and position themselves just one step ahead. These individuals aren't necessarily louder or more visible than the rest of us. Instead, they work in shadows, using their mental acuity to shape the world around them. Their power lies in their ability to see patterns where others see randomness, to predict behaviors that seem unpredictable, and to influence decisions without making it obvious. It's a subtle art, practiced with precision and often unnoticed until its effects ripple outward. But with great power comes great responsibility, and sometimes great temptation. Not every mentally superior person uses their abilities for good. Some use their insight to exploit weaknesses, their foresight to manipulate outcomes, and their emotional detachment to justify actions that might harm others. They may not even realize they're doing it. To them, the end often justifies the means, and their logic is so airtight that morality becomes secondary. Consider the negotiator who knows exactly which button to press to make you agree, or the leader who frames every decision in terms of the greater good, even when it means sacrificing individual needs. These are the moments when mental superiority crosses the line from strength to manipulation. And while such tactics can yield short-term gains, they erode trust and leave scars that linger long after the immediate victory fades. So how do we protect ourselves? How do we recognize these influences and ensure that we remain masters of our own choices? It begins with awareness. Pay attention to the people around you, the way they speak, the way they act, the way they shape conversations. Does someone always seem to steer discussions back to their agenda? Do they have a knack for planting ideas in your head that feel like your own, only to later claim credit for them? Or do they exude an unshakable calm during chaos, as though nothing could possibly rattle them? These are the hallmarks of mental superiority in action. Once you've spotted it, the next step is understanding it. Learn to think critically, not just about others, but about yourself. Question assumptions. Challenge narratives. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Who benefits if I act on this idea? Am I truly making my own choice, or has someone else paved the path for me? Critical thinking is the armor against manipulation, and it grows sharper with practice. Emotional intelligence is another key weapon in your arsenal. While mentally superior individuals often excel at reading others, they can be blindsided by genuine emotion. If you understand your own feelings and those of others, you gain a powerful counterbalance to their logic-driven strategies. Trust your instincts, even when they conflict with what seems rational. Sometimes, the heart sees what the mind cannot. And finally, don't underestimate the power of community. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, support you, and keep you grounded. A second opinion can reveal blind spots, expose manipulations, and remind you that you're never alone in navigating the complexities of human interaction. In the end, mental superiority is neither inherently good nor bad. It's a tool, a double-edged sword capable of both creation and destruction. For those who wield it responsibly, it can inspire, innovate, and lead with integrity. But for those who misuse it, it can isolate, alienate, and destroy. The choice lies not just with the mentally superior among us, but with everyone else too. By staying aware, sharpening our own minds, and fostering mutual respect, we ensure that power doesn't corrupt, and that decisions reflect true collaboration rather than hidden agendas. Because in the game of life, the greatest victories aren't won by domination. They're achieved through understanding, empathy, and shared purpose. And that's a lesson worth remembering, whether you're the thinker or the thought about. Any experience? Share in the comments.